Pleasant Wednesday. Greetings to the 12 tribes scattered into the four corners of the earth, according to Bible prophecy. Greetings to the 144,000 who are among them and being prepared for a seal to call Yah's people out of Babylon, according to the prophecies of this book. Greetings. Greetings to the Gentiles who see the ensign of the Lion of the tribe of Judah and has come to connect with the scattered nation, according to the prophecies of this book. Greetings. Greetings to the chat, Brother Yacoba Ben Israel, Brother Stephen Kelly, Coffee and Wi-Fi, Brother Mark, my brother Chaplain Lewis, Akmar Superstar, my brother Gary Joseph, my brother Sadak, my brother Ruel, friend of the Most High. Greetings. General announcement. I am going to be doing a Zoom call on Sabbath afternoon about the Mystic Dunes facility. I sent out to all that are on the spreadsheet the list of Memorial Day weekend 2023. Some of you already announced you're coming. Some of you changed your mind, but you might have got it anyway. Don't disregard it if you can't make it. But the spreadsheet, I talked to the manager of the group, the group events today. And she sent me this spreadsheet so that we could work together on a budget that will fit everybody, or try to, as we're doing this. We're talking about from May, 25th to the 28th, checking in the 25th, checking out the 28th. So we're going to go over this weekend. Now, some of you can make it Sabbath afternoon, some of you can't. If you can't make it Sabbath afternoon, let's take a time on Sunday. For some of you, we'll do it. I'll do it twice. And so we'll do it Saturday after Sabbath afternoon, and we'll do it Sunday as well. And so let me know what works for you, and we'll set a time that's try to make a time beneficial to most people as much as I can. And so we're going to go over the numbers, going to go over what it costs, going to go over what we need to do in terms of deposit, and we'll make plans accordingly. Some of you, particularly Brother David, Harriet, and Brother Mark, are coming from overseas. And so we'll talk about those arrangements with you guys individually. And then some of you come with large families. We'll talk, if you need to talk individually, we'll discuss that. But for the majority of you, let's go over these numbers, go over what it costs. We're talking about, at this point, we're talking about 17 or 18 families. And we're dealing with about 50 or 60 people, including children, at this point, between 50 and probably closer to 50 at this point. So we're talking about 17, 18 families and about 50 people altogether, including children. So we'll go over this and talk about it this weekend. I sent you out the spreadsheet. I'm going to be working on it myself, probably tomorrow, and we'll go over the numbers. And I'm going to put out a Zoom invitation so that you can either make the Zoom invitation Saturday afternoon, and when I mean afternoon, I'm talking about probably like 4:00 in the afternoon, or Sunday. And we haven't discussed a time yet Sunday. I'd like to do it before the afternoon if I could on Sunday. But that's what we're dealing with at this point, just to give you guys a general announcement of where we are. Now, today is Wednesday, so we'll be dealing with current events. Now, last week I told you I didn't want to spend too much time on this Kanye, Bay, whatever his name is. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but the Most High impressed me with something else regarding that, and I want to go over that tonight. That, brothers and sisters, let me just again stress very strongly. Please read the book. Don't read part of the book. Don't read little sections of the book. Read the book. The prophetic utterance of this book is going to help us through. Okay? I come to these conclusions having read this book myself 19 times. And the prophetic utterance of it myself, this is my testimony. You got to have your testimony. But my testimony is I have been shown dreams and visions. I have had angels visit me, and everybody confirms this book. My own experience confirms this book. And so I recommend this book to you above any other book. Read this one. And when it'll take you a while, it's not like you could just get a click and get what you need and that's it. No, this is going to take a year of your life to read. Read it. And then when you finish, read it again. And again and again and again. The Spirit of the Most High is real. He will help you. He will guide you. He will not leave you alone. This ain't the spirit of our ancestors. I heard that one. This ain't them. There's one Yah, one Most High, that he has chosen one people. And he has one spirit that's all-knowing and all-powerful. He will guide you in the way you should go. Read this book. Okay. I'm going to repeat that often. Now, let's go back in some history. Brethren, there's 150 divisions of what we call the Psalms. Generally, there are songs. In the Bible, we see our people oftentimes singing songs. Those songs generally reflect an experience. You see, the true Hebrew people, as Brother Khalid Muhammad was said, they're a people of spirit, of inspiration. That's who we've been. That's who the book describes us, because we always have experiences and we sing based on that experience. Okay? When Moses and the children of Israel were delivered from Pharaoh and his army, when they got across the Red Sea and the army of Pharaoh's men were being washed ashore dead, first thing they did is sing. Let's look at Exodus chapter 15. Exodus 15. Going to begin at verse 1 and read down to verse 12. Exodus 15, 1 to 12. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahweh, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Yahweh is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. He is my Most High. I will prepare him an habitation. My Father's Most High. I will exalt him. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host hath he cast into the sea. His chosen captains also are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, hath dashed in pieces the enemy. And in the greatness of thine excellency, thou hast overthrown them that rose up against thee. Thou sendest forth thy wrath, which consumed them as stubble. With the blast of thy nostrils, the waters were gathered together. The flood stood upright as a heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide the spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, and my hand shall destroy them. Thou didst blow with thy wind. The sea covered them. They sank as lead in the army, in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Yahweh, among the gods? Who is like unto thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, the earth swallowed them. That's what happened when they got the victory. And wait a minute, when they're in distress, let's go to 2 Chronicles chapter 20. 2 Chronicles chapter 20. 2 Chronicles 20. I'm going to begin at verse 12. And I'm going to go from verse 12 down to verse 19. O our Most High, wilt thou not judge them? We have no might against this great company that cometh against us. Neither know we what to do, but our eyes are upon thee. And all Judah stood before Yahweh with their little ones, their wives, and their children. Then rose up Yahaziel, the son of Zechariah, the son of Benaiah, the son of Yael, the son of Mattaniah, a Levite of the sons of Asaph. Came the spirit of Yahweh in the midst of the congregation, that is, in the midst of the church. And he said, hearken all ye Judah, ye inhabitants of Jerusalem, and thou King Jehoshaphat, or Jehoshaphat. Thus saith Yahweh unto you, be not afraid nor dismayed by reason of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but Yahweh's. Tomorrow go ye down against them. Behold, they come up by the cliff of Ziz, and ye shall find them at the end of the brook, before the wilderness of Yahuwah. Ye shall not need to fight in this battle. Set yourselves, stand ye still, and see the salvation of Yahweh with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Fear not, nor be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for Yahweh will be with you. And Jehoshaphat bowed his head with his face to the ground. And all Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem fell before Yahweh, worshiping Yahweh. And the Levites, the children of the Kohathites, and of the children of the Korites, stood up to praise Yahweh, the Most High of Israel, with a loud voice on high. See, a people of spirit that sing and dance for good and for bad, praising the Most High. Well, brethren, why do I bring that up? Well, you see, once we went into slavery, we were up before the sun rose in fields. We were brought here, of course, with chains, not just here to the United States, but to every country that's now developed. And we were up before the sun rose, picking cotton, plowing fields, chopping sugar cane in the heat of the day, 12 hours a day until the sun set. Every day except Sunday, which they gave us to worship white Jesus. We were given no opportunity to read or write even in their English. And they didn't want us learning or speaking in our own tongue that we came here with, nor did they want us to use our names that we came here with. They gave us names according to our slave masters: Jones, Brown, Bunch, Powell. And those were our names based on who owned us. Finally, Caucasian man came along and needed us to help him win a war. So he declared us free from the chains to fight in his war, which we did. No education, no promise of anything except 40 acres and a mule, which we never got. And during all of those 300 years, we'd be in them fields in the middle of the day, 100 degrees, picking cotton, cutting sugar cane, raising up tobacco. And we'd be singing. We'd be singing. Because that's all we could do to keep going. We would sing so well, brethren, with so much rhythm and spirit, that to this day, our enemies call them Negro spirituals. Well, finally, when they were finished with us, we started rebuilding the country for them. It's called Reconstruction. We were rebuilding the country for them that they tore up. When they were done with that, they were finished with us. And they started with Jim Crow. And they started again oppressing us. And we were singing. And we would play instruments. We would do it so well, it entertained them. And we found out that some of us could actually escape poverty and starvation, and even sometimes the lynch rope, by entertaining them. So we can sing, we could dance, and we took it seriously. because our lives oftentimes depended on it. And we realized we could make living entertaining them. Sometimes boxing, sometimes in sports, running and jumping. They like to watch us do these things. And they pay money to do it, to watch us. Okay? After a while, sports, music, acting, everything to do with entertainment, we became so good at it. They were trying to stop us. They didn't want us to play baseball with them because we were so much better than them. They didn't want us to run track against them because we would beat them. In the entertainment world, we started to dominate. And they started oppressing us. But both the Most High and their lust for entertainment wouldn't allow it to last. You see, somebody like a Joe Louis would come along, took his craft of boxing very seriously. So well was he at doing it, they would pay big money to watch him, just to watch him. And he would have to shuffle, sort of like yes, a massa type of thing, whereas some others, like a Jack Johnson, wouldn't do it, and they made sure they could ruin him. But the entertainment world and involved with the sports and the singing, your Billie Holidays, your Nat King Coles, became so prominent, so powerful, they paid more money. Now, at this time, brothers started making money in entertainment. Your Harry Belafontes, your Sidney Poitiers, your Muhammad Ali's. People were paying big money to be entertained by these brothers because of how good they were in the area of entertainment they chose, because that's their only way of really getting ahead. You see, brethren, you can get accounting degrees, become doctors, lawyers. But in those fields, hard as we work, we had to be twice as good to get half the money. Not that much different today. But if you're in entertainment now, you can get hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in the entertainment world. So good we became at it, they started paying more money. Then television came, and they started putting the entertainment on television. That was more money. So that now the entertainers become almost like gods. You see, dark-skinned black people can't go but so many places without being harassed unless he's LeBron James. Or unless he's Floyd Mayweather. Or unless he's Michael Jordan. Or unless he's Jamie Foxx. Or unless he makes you laugh, like Chris Tucker. Then y'all could go places where the rest of us can't go. You can afford things that the rest of us can't afford because you're an entertainer. I'm not knocking entertainment. All of us, so listen here. You ever heard an entertainer sing and that song moved you and stuck with you for life? That's the power of entertaining and music. There are people that will buy Miles Davis stuff, man, and just listen to it. Charlie Parker, Billie Holiday. And we're not even talking about the modern stuff, because they're entertaining. Part of entertainment is it affects you. It inspires you for a short time. It gets you hyped and excited. It's almost like an escape. In fact, it is an escape. But what happens when people start to take these entertainers as if they're our leaders? Malcolm X was no entertainer. Fred Hampton was no entertainer. Medgar Evers was no entertainer. These brothers wasn't out here trying to entertain you. They was coming with truth. What do they have in common? They were all cut down and murdered. See, when you're in entertainment, you're all right. People say, why don't you use your platform as an entertainer? For what? For what? You know what? If you follow basketball, right? Some of y'all back in the 70s, some of you old heads, remember back in the 60s, 70s, even 80s. Brothers wasn't putting tattoos all over their body back then. How did all of a sudden now people so covered in tattoos, you can't even hardly see some of their skin? When did that happen? In the 90s, some brothers that had actually did time. See, back when I was a kid, the only people that you see with tattoos were people that did time or people in the Navy. Those are the only people you seen with tattoos. Because you did time, you was in a gang, and you got the tattoos because you was part of a gang. Or you was in the Navy. So in the 90s, there were brothers coming into the NBA that had tattoos that actually had done some time. And what happened is, because people look at entertainment as role models and heroes, they start to emulate. The young people start to emulate the entertainers. So that it's almost as if the media is setting us up to think that an entertainer can actually lead us. Brothers and sisters, entertainers are not role models. Charles Barkley tried to tell us in the 90s. He said, I'm not no role model. They took it as a joke. They said, ha, 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 and they still followed him. And he was serious. I'm not no role model. That's what he was saying. I'm not no role model. But people take the entertainment seriously because not only does it inspire them, but the people that make it big are millionaires, and people will respect millionaires, even if they are just talented idiots. And let me tell you something else, brethren. The time is coming soon, according to this book. Read this book. It ain't, it will entertain you. But the prophetic utterance of truth from this book is like no other book ever made on the planet. It's given to us. Don't read part of it. Start in Genesis, go to Revelation, then do it again. Too many people trying to talk about it ain't ready. Anyway, soon the money's going to be worthless. Soon the money ain't going to do you no good. All the entertainers. And listen, there's a basketball player. His name is Jason Tatum. He plays for the Boston Celtics. He signed a contract somewhere, I'm guessing, somewhere between 150, $200 million. Yeah, 150, 200 million over like a 4 or 5 year period. Yeah, that's a lot of money, even after taxes. Now, Jason Tatum comes from a single parent home. His mother and him lived in a house with a hole in the roof. They had to put tarp over it. Jason Tatum grew up not knowing from day to day where he was going to get his meals from or his sneakers to play ball. Young man grew to be 6'8", which made him a good candidate to entertain people as a basketball player. So young man ended up becoming an NBA player, getting his big contract. Bless him. Yeah, I'm glad he got it. But let me tell you something. Like everybody else, that money ain't going to help him in about 10 years. It ain't going to help him. Right now, brethren, right now is the time to be helping people, helping the poor. Right now is the time to be helping people in places that don't have no clean water. Helping single mothers like that that's living with houses or living in a place with a hole in it or rats in it. Now's the time. Don't look for the government. Because in certain years, according to the prophecies of this book, about 10 years, it's over. It's all over. And brethren, let me tell you something. Psalm 61. No, Psalm 62. Psalm 62. Psalm 62. Psalm 62. I'm going to start at verse 7. Psalm 62 from verse 7 to verse 12. And Yah is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in Yah. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before him. Yah is a refuge for us. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are altogether lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, entertainers, if riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Yah hath spoken once, twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto Yah, also unto thee, O Yahweh, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work. Yeah, brethren, it's going to be hard, difficult, almost impossible for an entertainer that's accumulated wealth to give it up. But I believe a lot of them are going to do it. As the Most High's awakening is in full effect, as the Most High's awakening comes with more of the power of his spirit, brethren, some of them are going to do it. Some of them are going to distribute that money to the poor, to the widow, the fatherless. They're going to do what they can with it before it's worthless. Some of them are going to do it. But most of them aren't. You see, our Satan has foiled, he has put the hoodwink on us again, see? We come out of slavery singing and dancing because we were trying to keep our spirits up. We got so good at it, people started paying us to do it. Okay. Then TV came along and we become worldwide. We become like gods. Are we not? Was not Michael Jackson like a god? I seen him live once. To this day, I ain't seen nobody dance like that. Now, he worked hard. Somebody tell me, well, I worked hard. I had to spend a lot of hours practicing. Yes, you did. To get good enough so you can get paid like that. That didn't come for nothing. Absolutely. But let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Don't think the devil let you in his playground without working hard. You see, brethren, whether you want the riches and glory or you want the spirit of the Father, they both cost you everything. Let me say that again. Whether you want the riches and the glory or what you want the perfect spirit of righteousness from the Father, they're both going to cost you everything. You're going to have to work really hard. Not that you can earn the Father's spirit, but let me tell you something. You can bear witness, swallowing pride, surrendering to the Heavenly Father. It's hard when you got a lot of money. It's hard. Very powerfully hard. It's hard when you don't have a lot of money. But the Messiah said to the scribes and Pharisees that the harlots and the publicans are going to the kingdom before them because they knew they were sinners and they came to the Father. But the rich thought they were blessed by the Most High. I'm blessed of the Lord. I got all this money. And it's just enough rope to hang yourself. So now, Kanye, whatever the hell his name is, he makes statements. And because he's an entertainer, a millionaire entertainer, everybody's listening. Brethren, let me tell you, don't listen to entertainers. Listen to this book. Don't listen to entertainers. Listen to this book. You know, back in the 80s, when KRS-One first came out, KRS-One, maybe you may not know who he is. He's from the Bronx. He's from the South Bronx. And he had a thing called Boogie Down Productions. He came out with rap, in the 80s. And he came out in the late 80s, early 90s with this thing he called edutainment. I don't know if some of y'all don't remember that, but it was edutainment. In other words, what he was trying to do was use his platform as an entertainer to educate. Okay, he was using his platform as an entertainer to try to educate, and because of that, I remember I was a grown man, and I was like in my late 20s, going into my 30s at that time. But the young kids was like saying this was the term they say, man, KRS-One was what they say, dropping knowledge. Then other people came out like MWA, and they was doing stuff trying to educate while they was entertaining. The problem is this, brother. That's not all the knowledge. It's a valiant attempt to awaken some of us. It really is. But brethren, it's not this. It's not this. The knowledge they would drop could be, droplets of deep stuff. And that's what I mean, droplets. This here, this is the whole showers. This is the whole water hose, fire hose, and shower, not droplets. Okay? We've been hoodwinked. And I'm not trying to say that, like, how we've been hoodwinked. We've been hoodwinked into thinking that entertainers are leaders, and they're not. And that your only alternative to entertainers is Christian churches. And if you don't happen to like white Jesus, Islam. That's what we've been hoodwinked into thinking. Entertainers or Islam and white Jesus. And neither of them are this. Neither of them are this. Oh, yes. I like KRS-One. I ain't gonna front. Oh, yeah, I like it. But I know he's not a leader. I know he's not a prophet of the Most High. He comes from the seed of the prophets. All of us do. But if I was to look to him for my knowledge, I'd be lost. Okay? So when media, look, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna copy my brother Damien. Some of y'all met Damien when he was here, my man. Okay, Damien calls them money changers. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. The money changers control the media. If the money changers control the media, they control the entertainment world, they run all of these big corporations, and they're trying to cause you to wear your pants below your butt like you're like you're a rainbow person. They're trying to cause you to put ink all over your body. They're trying to cause you to think they're leaders, to think you're entertainers because they got black skin or you're leaders. Listen, a song, a beautiful song, beautiful rap lyric. Yeah, it's all good. It's art and that's what art does. It inspires you. It makes you feel good. That's why it's art. But don't let art be your leader. Don't let art replace the word. Don't get it twisted. Time is short. You all think 10 years is a long time? You realize 9/11 was 20, 22, 21 years ago? 21 years ago. And it seems like yesterday. I remember where I was when it happened. It seemed like yesterday. And 9/11 was stuff hidden in plain sight, if you know what I'm talking about. And brethren, let me tell you something. You want to look for knowledge? You want truth? It's in the pages of this book. It's hidden in here. And when I say it's hidden in here, most people don't read it. Most people read parts of it and think they got it. You know, today, I saw a video today, African woman, picture of white Jesus. She burned it. She was burning the picture of white Jesus. And she said, you gave us white Jesus. You gave us your Christianity. And I was like, oh, shoot, go ahead, sister. And then she said, you gave us your Bible. And I thought to myself, who is this for? Who is this for? And you see, brethren, it's hidden in plain sight. And I can guarantee you she never read the book. Okay? I guarantee you. Read the book. It's for us these last days. It ain't about going to church, brethren. Y'all know we're not part of a church, right? Let me test y'all. Let me test you, brethren. We're not a church. We're not part of an organized religion church. What are we, brethren? Talk to me. What does the scripture say? What are we, brethren? What are we? That's right. We're a scattered nation. We're a scattered nation. That's exactly right. This ain't no religion. Malcolm X said, he said his economic philosophy was black nationalism. He said his social philosophy was also black nationalism. And we talked a few weeks ago about white nationalism. What is nationalism? That is, you are favoring a certain nation. You are all behind a nation, and you are encouraging the fealty, the loyalty to that nation. We are a nation. The scattered children of Israel come out of slavery. I am Yahweh, your most high, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. We are those people, brethren. Our leaders are Hebrew Israelite prophets that were used by the Spirit of our Father who created the Hebrew Israelite scattered nation. Those are our leaders. Brethren, get inspired by the art. Yes, it's beautiful. Get inspired by the art. Get inspired by the entertainment. It's there for you. Get inspired. I'm not down in that. But it only goes but so far. Don't you ever think they're your leaders. Don't you ever think that that's this word. It's not. It's not. Always remember, brethren, who your real leader is. We only got but one. His Father Yah. That's it, Father Yah. And Father Yah sent us a captain who happens to be our cousin. Father Yah sent us a captain who happens to be our cousin. Our bloodline cousin. He's the captain. The captain of captains, brethren. He's captain of Yahweh's host in my now come. And he's going to be the king. Father Yah has given him the kingdom. Father Yah has given him the kingdom. He's also the high priest for us, that we could get perfection from Father Yah. He's also the prophet for us, that through him, Father Yah can talk to us and tell us what's about to happen. These are our leaders, brethren. These are our leaders. These are real leaders. You see, J. Edgar Hoover, man, had this COINTELPRO program. Yeah, it was called COINTELPRO. Look it up. It was called COINTELPRO. What was the program about? Let me tell you the basis of the program, brother. This is J. Edgar Hoover, the homosexual, former FBI, the first FBI commissioner, director of the FBI, the homosexual director of the FBI. He created this thing called COINTELPRO. What was it about? What was the basis of it? To stop the rise of a black messiah. Yeah, that's it. Look it up for yourself. COINTELPRO. That's the name of the program. That's what it was back in the 60s. to stop the rise of a black Messiah. That was the whole point. He focused on black people, particularly, listen, black males, to stop the rise of a black Messiah, brothers and sisters. And so they figured how they did it. They figured, okay, look, Elijah Muhammad got him in check. But then this brother, Malcolm Little, rises up. And this brother's inspiring. This brother's powerful. This brother's dangerous. They kill him. Oh, Malcolm X, pay him off. Give him a little private planes, fly him all over the place. LC, we good. Wait. He talking against the war? He talking about coming to Washington to get a check? We kill him. Okay, that's over. Okay, what we need to do then, we need to put some fake messiahs up. Some people that we can entertain them a little bit, lead them a little bit. Send Jesse Jackson. Send Al Sharpton. Okay? Then here come Khalid Abdul Muhammad. This brother's too militant. He's talking about the revival of the Black Panthers. Kill him. See, brethren, they keep doing that, right? But the difference this time is that the Black Messiah is coming. And when he comes, ain't nothing nobody gonna be able to do about it to stop him. You can kill me, you can kill my brothers, it's okay. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. But our captain, our cousin, you don't want to deal with him. It's his spirit that brought forth Fred Hampton. It's his spirit that inspired Malcolm X. It's his spirit that called Khalid Muhammad. It's his spirit that changed Martin Luther King. You can't mess with him. That's the real power. It's his spirit that called forth Moses. It's his spirit that called forth Messiah. It's his spirit. You can't stop him. And here he comes, Messiah himself, the captain. You don't mess with him now. I admonish you. We admonish you, the Hebrew Israelite brethren of the true bloodline, admonish all as ambassadors for Yahweh Shah Messiah. Be reconciled to Father Yah. 10 years is not a long time, brethren. And all the hundreds of millions and billions in the world won't help you that day. Shalom.